Jog on!
We're still vassal slaves, we're just in prettier cages.
Oh, Megan. We're only getting started.
Good evening, I'm Megan Wolf.
And I'm Jeremy Dawes. Our main headlines tonight.
Daddy, it's starting!
Yeah, every single one of you's a bit Jesus.
What a wild ride this has been.
We'll now continue from where we left off. In day 15, a late night. Nice. Alright. Welcome. Alright. You arrive home after another long shift to find a note waiting for you on the countertop. You recognize Sam's hurried scrawl. Chris has been evicted from not paying rent. You know where this is headed. Sam's cousin that we didn't choose to help. Sam's gone to pick up Chris's stuff from the street and wait up on the line twice. So this is your fault now, is it? You sulky press play on the cheap horror film you were going to watch together. Just the horror utterly terrified as a kid, but always makes the two of you laugh. It's not the same about Sam, but you still try to your safe occasion. Just you get to the good bit of the part where Candy decides to investigate alone. Your 14-year-old son interrupts. He wants to go to a friend's house. He looks at you in a way only a child can, pleading, but somehow they find it. Just let him go as long as he promises to be home by 11 p.m. Clear surprise, he practically races out the door. Those in front of the movie waiting for him to return. Start awake at the sound of TV static. It's gone mad that there's no sign of Chris or Sam. Tired in a bad mood, you trust Charlie will be home soon. It's one night, he's gotta start taking responsibility for his decisions sometime. What's the worst could happen? Oh, the next day! Call from school. Family answering machine cracks life. It could be calling to you as your spouse were at work. Good afternoon, this is a message for the Winston family. Nate Smith calling from your son, Charles. To me, it wouldn't go on. I'm sure there's perfectly reasonable explanation to it, but he wasn't at school today. We haven't heard him for you that we asked that. I'd like to remind you, we do require all lessons to be authorized in advance, or exceptional circumstances for parents to ring first thing in the morning. Please so it doesn't happen again. Thank you. Goodbye. Someone has to explain it to you. A tight Christmas. You can't help but crack a smile as you look around the table. The snow has settled on the grass outside. The kids are pulling a cracker while your elderly mother tries to keep her eyes open. You'd always have a soft spot for Christmas, sitting at the head of the table now, Dad's place. It's been a tense afternoon, everyone can feel it. It's first you've seen Chris since you refused to part with your passport. Formed. It's a big chance for Sam that considering you used to be inseparable. Okay. Christmas usually is such a nice time of year. Clara Cutlery is all you can be heard as Chris stares at you. Are you having a nice Christmas, Grandma? Or stares vacantly at you, confused. Trust yourself with a sort of recognition. Yes, thank you, it's lovely. It's happening more and more lately. Clara Cutlery noise. Okay. make a toast. Stand, raise your glass. Merry Christmas, everyone. I'm glad we're all here. There are moments of cheer and much clinking of glasses. Christmas moon. Yeah, we're all here, no thanks to you. Chris, says Sam. Come on, it's Christmas. Can't we just put all that behind us? Sam strikes, trifling yours. Just turns away from you, taking some frustration out of a sheep cut of roast chicken. Your daughter Susie sees the opportunity to corner you. Know how you love me? This sounds familiar. I'm not going to like this, am I? You joke. Mrs. Rose her eyes. You know me and my friends are planning to go on going traveling this year, Susie sings to you. But I was hoping you'd help me with the money. Interrupted by Chris, who makes it this surface. Hold your breath, Suze. No food. You see so many positive words and learn so much about our culture system. You sigh and love your voice. You know, money is really tight now. The grandma's staying here. We just don't have the kind of money, so please, but please, Harry's parents are helping her. I'm sorry, I wish we could afford, but we can't. I promise her. Shrieking birds. Blue soup, Chris starts rumble on the table. Sam is walking on Alex has no time for their families. Isn't just right. Very. He uses himself awkwardly as he starts to clear the place in silence. Yeah, nice Christmas, Pat. Mother shines on Sheffield. Merry effing Christmas. A welcome windfall. Letting through the pile of accumulated posts. Each new bill fills the gutter like a lead weight and a flash of blue makes your paw. Looking nice in the teal advanced logo on the envelope, you tear it open. Dear Brinson Residence, thank you for sending us your passports for approval. We can now confirm the receipt and the date of new assets and wealth redemption scheme. This makes the month farmers Sandsburg. As soon as such is our pleasure closed check, which we hope you will see as a symbol not only as gratitude to you, but our unwavering commitment to creating a society free of inequality. Probably not to fresh seeds used in people, but it's the only reason you can believe your way. A check, and helpful one that business rights that's really hard. We continue to strive for betterment of this nation of people. Always together, be a soul's parent to your climate. Create of your financial earnings lessons like this. A long weekend. Why do you sit the damn case never closed? Every year you and Sam go away for a weekend, usually camping. Not made of money, you've been looking for it for ages, finally getting some time alone together. Looking for the noise of life, no kids, no work, just a bit of romance and some peace and quiet. She finally gives up the battle and drag the boat and suitcase down the stairs, dancing machine blinking on the hall. Good evening, Alex, this is Bozeman. I can't inform you have been required to work this week. Nation has come to light with concerning rising tensions due to nation and foreign powers. National nightly news will be working around the clock to ensure we break this story first. This is expectedly 10 minutes more tomorrow morning, 8 hours sharp. Have a blessed evening, Alex. Shock turns noise and fury. Tell Sam. Sam comes downstairs, blooming with excitement. He's new, they grab the car key from Ignore the meshes you need this weekend. Actually, what was that? Not voice provided. Nothing important, he replies to put a coat, adrenaline coursing through your body. Rather Sam ran the base to practice slam tomorrow. Enjoy your time after going to the pay. Pay for it Monday. And a welcome return. You return to work Monday morning, you get some sour looks from exhausted colleagues. No sits waiting for you. The script is loaded. I'm very disappointed. A permission slip. Some Charlie who was the elbow as you read. Do you find yourself striving to achieve? Are you an active member of a team? Do you like to bring the benefits of cooperation? Join the advanced go-getters today. Forwards together. Doesn't sound like you like to use something to talk about. There's a flyer from you and thrust in a form in your hand. So I can walk the straight from school and then sister can drop us some late after. So you won't have anything to say about it. Sign for your son's unique around the globe. It's thrilled, it's heartwarming to see a passion about becoming an active part of the community. And only a good thing. A free ticket. Some guys at work here completely can't go. Sun stands in front of them. See the title in bold letters. Alan's right. I'm not sure what you think. Shall we go? This is the fortunate time. Profitable partnership. So many texts I like. They are intended a profitable partnership. After a particularly long day at work, he come home to find the posts sorted in piles, as Sam has taken to do basically. Most of his usual rubbish. But rather than increasing familiar, advanced slogan, urgent, respond immediately. Passage on the front is corresponding urgent, ready front, ground search, scale over. Dear Winston residents, this letter is informing that the advanced government has taken another step forward in our fight for equality. By nationalizing the large private corporations and redistributing the resources among the citizens of this great country, the Partnership Bonds program ensures wealth created by the people is delivered to the people. You don't remember this in the manifesto. Every household will become a partner in one of three carefully selected institutions chosen by advance for consistent high performance and financial security. Please note, all returns are based on public opinions of the For instance, many it's almost a seal, pretty meal. This is so precious. Sport and travel is this time. See, pleasure, recreation. I'm going to go. Meals Deals Limited. Deal, crazy meal. Thank you for making your selection. Please return this form using the envelope provided. You'll receive a reward from your partners for 3 to 6 working months. It seems you in advance can't beat the quagmire of governmental bureaucracy. Future of the nation is a partnership. Forwards together. U.S. Austria, Peter Clement. So how much influence could you have? I can remember to choose those ads now. Take 153. 53, The Tempest.
Good evening, Alex. It's Bozeman here, your boss. While you're powering up and getting the adverts loaded, I thought I should just tell you that we've had one of those public information films from the government, and it's mandatory that you play it. You still have a free choice for the other two, so read those tape labels carefully, but make sure you play the advance advert, preferably at the second break. Right, that's the lot. Have a great show. Total pimp. My God, that was nasty.
Oh, how's it going with Steve?
Why are all men such pricks?
That well, eh?
Apparently he has a complicated relationship with his friendship.
No.
Sorry, are you saying he chose his imaginary friend in the sky over you?
I don't know why I talked to you.
It probably is a really awful date.
10 seconds, everybody. Like I said, all of you.
Did your personality accidentally slip out?
Pricks. Going in 5, 4, 3.
It's time for the National Nightly News with Jeremy Donaldson and
Good evening. I'm Jeremy Donaldson.
And I'm Megan Wolf. Our main stories tonight.
Uncooperative. A mysterious symbol has appeared overnight on thousands of buildings throughout the capital.
Tonight, in an exclusive live interview with Prime Ministers Julia Salisbury and Peter Clement, I'll be asking what this mysterious symbol might mean.
After 3 months of record-breaking approval ratings, could this be the daring first move of a silent resistance movement? And what would that mean as we go into the future?
We shall overcome. Trapped in Dante's taint for more than a month now, doctors Ingrid Sporsborg and Horgensford and David Wong announced today that they're considering 2 possible options.
With 2 of the finest minds in science working together, hopes are still high for the eventual return of the team to dry land.
Without enough engineers to successfully fix their craft, the team seem likely to attempt to farm the cabin's ecosystem while they wait for rescue from above ground. I think I'll stick to risotto, Jeremy.
La Buff avoided. As the last Mr. Snugglehugs is found and destroyed, we ask, how could we have been so blind?
Fortunately, this station wisely chose not to advertise Mr. Snugglehugs, and the subsequent disappointing sales turned out to be a miracle, as only 7 children were horribly injured by the lethal toy. How much worse could it have been? Thankfully, we'll never know.
Julia Salisbury, who mobilised numerous government resources to recall the product immediately after the first blindings, said today that the new advance mark, which must be earned by all new products, would be a 100% ironclad guarantee of safety and quality.
Table for 2. Johnny Hamsleeves and Tiffany Lamore were spotted having a private moment out at lunch today.
The popular couple have certainly been on a roller coaster since they started dating late last year, and this image is sure to place them firmly back in the tableau.
Could we be on the verge of the biggest celebrity wedding since professional wrestler Randy Grizzlenuts McFridge married his longtime tag team partner Tina Tiny Hands last year in a wrestling ring made entirely of cake?
Is this once celebrated role model about to become the bad boy of sport?
And onwards and upwards. In an attempt to put the Mr. Snugglehugs disaster behind them, Remington's Fist CEO Sophia Remington today announced a brand new product that already has the markets buzzing with interest.
This groundbreaking product came as quite a shock when it was revealed earlier today, though its critics are sceptical that the young CEO can fulfill her promises.
When only a Flard will do, you need the Flardmaster 5000. That's the slogan accompanying the announcement that has rocked the construction industry this morning. The breakthrough device for aiding in installation is sure to change the way we see the humble Flard.
With that exclusive Prime Ministerial interview coming up later.
And our very own Patrick Bannon live at the first annual Sports Board final.
You won't want to miss a second of tonight's National Nightly News.
I've no gotten clue. Let me focus on you.
But first tonight, While Advance is certainly proving popular with the majority of the country, who've seen their wealth and standards of living increase considerably, for some, the transition has not been as pleasant.
That's right, Megan. The formerly aristocratic members of our society have had to make major adjustments to come to terms with the new regime.
Robin Short is in suburbia investigating rumours that these previously privileged people may be planning some kind of protest. Robin?
Thanks, Megan. I'm here in moderate Hatchings to talk to Wentworth and Penelope Somerset Bentley, who were relocated to the house you see behind me after Advance passed the Assets and Wealth Act on their first day in office. Tell me, how are you settling into your new lives?
Well, quite frankly, Robin, we're not settling in at all. Our neighbours are whitewatters.
Simply untenable. I hope you'll forgive my language, but it's as steaming as a Wednesday hatch basket with too much spatting.
Steady now, Penelope. Sorry, Robin, my sister's under a lot of pressure. She had to dress herself this morning and she still hasn't quite recovered, Robin.
My goodness,
So
that must have been
definitely
quite a
too
shock.
She really struggles with ribbons, Robin.
Well, at least you've been rehoused in a nice big house.
Big house? This grubby little dada spatch only has one staircase.
And the breakfast room and the dining room are the same bloody place. Imagine that, having all one's grub in one room. One room, Robin.
So what would you say to the people that feel that your family has had it far too easy for far too long, and that these redistributions are both fair and just?
I hardly think we've had it easy for Bustle's sake. Only one of our swimming pools was even heated.
But realistically, what can you do?
Well, you've asked the right bloody question, Robin.
Thank you, Wentworth. I wasn't the youngest ever editor of the Swinstead Middle School Inquirer for no reason.
I think our toilet butler was from Swinstead. Dear George. Oh, I wonder what happened to him. Don't try to shoot him in the buttocks. That's probably my last happy memory, Robin. That's probably my last happy memory.
What's happening?
Tragic. But what can you do?
We will rise and rebel. We wage war. Let's get enough rest for to divest our breath.
Oh. I got fired. No.
Getting the adverts loaded, I thought I should just tell you that we've had one of those public information films from the government, and it's mandatory that you play it. You still have a free choice for the other two, so read those tape labels carefully, but make sure you play the Advance advert, preferably at the second break. Right, that's the lot. Have a great show. Total pimp. My God, that weather looks nice.
At 10:30,
Oh, how's it going with Steve? Why are all men such
television
pricks?
adaptation of Smash Hit
Apparently he has
School's
a
musical
complicated relationship
Hey,
with his
Friendship.
No.
Sorry, are you saying he chose his imaginary friend in the sky over you?
Trying to adapt
know why I
to the
talked
horrors
to
of
you.
life in
It
the
probably is a really
outdoors.
awful date.
It's
10
another
seconds,
chance to play
everybody.
the sports
Like I
book
said,
and
all of
look
you.
forward to
Did your
time.
Let's try this again,
Snap.
shall we?
Going in 5, 4,
But first,
3.
it's time for the National Nightly News with Jeremy Donaldson and Megan.
Good evening. I'm Jeremy Donaldson.
And I'm Megan
I'm
Wolf.
Jeremy Donaldson.
Our main stories tonight.
Uncooperative. A mysterious symbol has appeared overnight on thousands of buildings throughout the capital.
Tonight, in an exclusive live interview with Prime Ministers Julia Salisbury and Peter Clement, I'll be asking what this mysterious symbol might mean.
Critics have been quick to dismiss the graffiti as a publicity stunt, or an act of frustration by a tiny, disorganized group of those who will never, under any circumstances, be content.
We shall overcome. Trapped in Dante's taint for more than a month now, doctors Ingrid Svorsborg Horgensvoord and David Wong announced today that they're considering two possible options.
With two of the finest minds in science working together, hopes are still high for the eventual return of the team to dry land.
Without enough engineers to successfully fix their craft, the team seem likely to attempt to farm the cabin's ecosystem while they wait for rescue from above ground. I think I'll stick to risotto, Jeremy.
Bloodbath avoided. As the last Mr. Snugglehogs is found and destroyed, we ask, how could we have been so blind?
Fortunately, this station wisely chose not to advertise Mr. Snugglehugs, and the subsequent disappointing sales turned out to be a miracle, as only 7 children were horribly injured by the lethal toy. How much worse could it have been? Thankfully, we'll never know.
Questions have been raised about the government's judgment, with Prime Minister Peter Clement forced to apologise this morning for seeming to endorse a self-combusting plaything in this publicity shot taken last Christmas. Let's hope his knees recovers quickly.
Table for two. Johnny Hamsleaves and Tiffany Lamore were spotted having a private moment out at lunch today.
The popular couple have certainly been on a roller coaster since they started dating late last year. And this image is sure to place them firmly back in the tabloids.
Could we be on the verge of the biggest celebrity wedding since professional wrestler Randy Grizzlenuts McFridge married his longtime tag team partner Tina Tiny Hands last year in a wrestling ring made entirely of cake?
Is this once celebrated role model about to become the bad boy of sport?
And onwards and upwards. In an attempt to put the Mr. Snugglehugs disaster behind them, Remington's Fist CEO Sophia Remington today announced a brand new product that already has the markets buzzing with interest.
This groundbreaking product came as quite a shock when it was revealed earlier today, though its critics are sceptical that the young CEO can fulfill her promises.
Described as a breakthrough far ahead of its time, the male contraceptive pill is heralding a sexual revolution. Its fans are celebrating the fact that men can finally take equal responsibility for contraception, but others have expressed concerns over its safety and side effects.
With that exclusive Prime Ministerial interview coming up later.
And our very own Patrick Bannon live at the first annual Sports Board final.
You won't want to miss a second of tonight's National Nightly News.
Let's hopefully this will look better.
But first tonight, while Advance is certainly proving popular with the majority of the country, who've seen their wealth and standards of living increase considerably, for some, the transition has not been as pleasant.
That's right, Megan. The formerly aristocratic members of our society have had to make major adjustments to come to terms with the new regime.
Robin Short is in suburbia investigating rumours that these previously privileged people may be planning some kind of protest. Robin?
Thanks, Megan. I'm here in Moderate Hatchings to talk to Wentworth and Penelope Somerset Bentley, who were relocated to the house you see behind me after Advance passed the Assets and Wealth Act on their first day in office. Tell me, how are you settling into your new lives?
Well, quite frankly, Robin, we're not settling in at all. Our neighbours are whitewatters.
Simply untenable. I hope you'll forgive my language, but it's as steaming as a Wednesday hatch basket with too much spadding.
Steady now, Penelope. Sorry, Robin, my sister's under a lot of pressure. She had to dress herself this morning and she still hasn't quite recovered, Robin.
My goodness, that must have been quite a shock.
She really struggles with women's, Robin.
Well, at least you've been rehoused in a nice big house.
Big house? This grubby little gaddis spatch only has one staircase.
And the breakfast room and the dining room in the same bloody place. Imagine that, having all one's grub in one room. One room, Robin.
So what would you say to the people that feel that your family has had it far too easy for far too long, and that these redistributions are both fair and just?
I hardly think we've had it easy for fussle's sake. Only one of our swimming pools was even heated.
But realistically, what can you do?
Well, you've asked the right bloody question, Robin.
Thank you, Wentworth. I wasn't the youngest ever editor of the Swinstead Middle School Inquirer for no reason.
I think our toilet butler was from Swinstead. Dear George. Oh, I wonder what happened to him. Daddy tried to shoot him in the bodies and he ran off into the woods.
Oh, good times.
Oh, that's probably my last happy memory, Robin.
Tragic, but what can you do?
We will rise and rebel. We wage war on our revolting rulers with righteous words and rebellious writings. Our best guess in our quest for redress is to divest our breasts and an undressed bare chest protest.
Oh, what's that?
Daddy! Daddy, it's
Daddy!
something!
Please don't do that. We can't show this on the news.
Right, you buggers! Tilly-ho! Tilly! Get the dog!
Tilly's our mummy. She's proper cracked teeth, too.
Well, at least you are showing some shame.
Free at last!
Somerset Bentley, glad to meet you. See, the protest has started already. Nice sharp work, boy.
Thanks, Daddy.
He gets that from me, you know.
And forgive me, what are you trying to achieve here?
We just want to be thudding well heard, that's all.
Oh, language, Penelope. We are news, not rules.
Sorry, Daddy.
We want the world to realise we won't roll over and run away. We will revolt. We will rise again.
Yes, we bloody well will. Stuff and pip-pop.
Hey!
Daddy,
Shut up and get your
Well, Jeremy, Megan, as this embryonic protest movement takes one in the toxic, it's back here in the studio. I'm Robin Short, struggling surreptitiously in moderate hatchings.
Thanks, Robin. Well, that's certainly a story we want to be keeping an eye on, eh, Megan?
Okay, that
Speak
was
for yourself there,
weird.
Jeremy, but I've seen enough sharp work to last me a lifetime.
I'm sure you have. But can a naked protest movement ever really catch on? It doesn't seem like the way we do things in this country.
But as I'm sure you're aware, Jeremy, this country is becoming a very different place.
Yes, but seriously, who's going to run around naked in our weather?
Hopefully not you, Jeremy.
Yes, well, there wouldn't be enough canvas for the slogans.
When we come back, our very own Patrick Bannon will be live from the Sports Board Finals. Stick around, you won't want to miss it.
We'll be back after these messages.
1 minute back.
Oh, sorry, I'm busting.
That was
Oh, this is Crazy Neil's extra exciting bed and crazy cushion Easter extravaganza. We're going to give you crazy bed prizes. You want just a mattress. We're going to ship them there one damage.
your job.
And we don't need a little light drizzle. We
Why is it raining on my desk?
Taking up space. This has got the crazy feel.
Alex, Bozeman, we're getting reports in that naked protesters might try and spoil the sports board final by waving their fleshy bits about. Try and make sure you don't broadcast it.
Oh.
6 p.m. for God's sake. No one wants to see fannies on the news. Bozeman, out.
Agreed, I don't want to get my channel. No.
Let's get crazy. You want to sleep on your lawn? We've got flower beds. We have even got shrubbery. You want to sling a hammock? We'll throw in the trees for free. You need a sleeping bag? We've got men's sleeping bags, boys' sleeping bags, couples' sleeping bags. Sleeping bags you could sleep in upside down with just your feet out. We got beds you could sleep on your front.
That's what it says.
Yes, I understand that, but I always say welcome back.
I think we should just keep it as it is.
Well, of course you do. I've got one hack line.
What's that supposed to mean? I didn't write it, Jeremy.
That's all right, fine. Jenny, there's something wrong with the auto-cue.
10
I
seconds.
just got to drip again. Have they not fixed this?
You want to see us fry? Good for the ratings.
5, 4, 3.
Welcome back to the National Nightly News. I'm Megan Wolf. Coming up later, we'll be speaking to the Prime Ministers about their exciting new healthcare facilities, transition centres.
Nice to see they care.
You're absolutely right,
Nice to see
Jeremy.
they care.
But first, we're going now to our own Patrick Bannon, who's reporting live from the finals of the new game that's gripping the nation, Sports Board. Patrick?
That's right, Megan. You joined me live here from the final of the first annual Sports Board Championship. It's been a hotly contested competition so far. I think it's fair to say these two have been dancing around each other all season. First up, we have Ellie Striker. She's the more experienced of our two players today. Striker has got an accuracy of 7, a danger rating of K, and a 12-month driving ban. Striker's known for her signature move, the lanky hamster. And facing her tonight, hoping to prove himself with a career record of 12 outs, 14 finishes, and a divorce pending, it's Mr. Wingspan himself, Tommy, the Fingernail Harris. Just waiting on the ref now. The slapping ceremony is taking part. Still going on. Striker go first. Striker, of course, first to start as she won the trivia round earlier on by some margin. Harris, perhaps the brawn and not the brain. Stupid. Eddie Striker. Nice start there from Striker. She's determined not to let the nerves show. Not after last time. On to Mr. Harris now. Tommy. Using his arm to pick up the ball. Not a bad shot there from Harris. Back to Striker for shot number 3. All right. She's gone to sort of throwing it under her legs. Not bad if you ask me. Not bad. To Harris. Bit of business with the ref, but it got sorted out. Back to Harris now. A ball in the hand is worth 2 in the bush. Harris now. A ball in the hand is worth 2 in the bush. Move back. I'd say that's fair, but what do I know? I'd say that's fair, but what do I know? Oh no, and Harris is not going to be happy with that. So really not a good start there for Tommy Harris in round 1. We can only hope that round 2 treats him a bit better. But first, of course, after the arguing with the ref section, it's time to change ends. Now we have the ceremonial changing of the ends. And of course, now they go back to the starting positions, as that makes sense. Striker giving it large.
Second round, striker giving it large. Harris.
Wins round 2 now with Harris. Okay, we seem to have some sort of streaker on the pitch. I apologise if we broadcast any of that stuff. She appears to have slogans across her breasts and arse. Try and ignore all of that. Security, I'm sure we're going to take them out as soon as possible. Apologise if we broadcast any of that. As I said, we're going to get the situation resolved as soon as possible. They're trying to carry on play, but it's proving a bit difficult, and I'm struggling to follow because it's quite an eyesore. And women's bodies, all right, great. Okay, so back into round 2 now, and Harris absolutely determined to close that massive
Okay, this is bad.
Eddie Striker. No, it's just some of the tightest play I've seen ever. Harris. And was that offensive thumb screw? We haven't seen that since the heats. What a brilliant move. Back to Striker. And we know what that means, ladies and gentlemen. That is, of course, the ground sound. Excellent bit of play here on both sides of the bucket. I don't know about you at home, but I'm finding the technical mastery on display here absolutely blooming jaw-dropping. The ref has spotted something in Harris's neck or head. And Harris is having an absolute shocker. What a miserable start there for Tommy Harris. But he is a late bloomer, of course, we've always said that. And after all, it is a game of 2 halves, 4 rounds and 7 subjects. But now, of course, it's time for the half-time show. Sponsored by Remington's Fish.
On my whistle.
Must be some music here to start the half-time show. Okay, another posh protester loose on the court here. We can only apologise for that. We'll do our best to shield you from having to look directly at it. He's running around here with his genitals on display for all to see. And ruining what was shaping up to be quite the dance interlude there. Now he's thrusting himself in Harris's face. Security's on it. And the bucket has been knocked over! I cannot stand it when the bucket gets knocked over. Hopefully he'll get taken out now. Genitals flying around for all to see. Really, if you ask me, not Sunday morning television. And out of there, hopefully taken away, never to be seen again.
Ballboy cannot be in the final pose.
And a lovely finish there on both sides of the bucket. I wouldn't like to call that one. And as we head into round 3, I'd love to know what's going on in these 2 players' heads. But unfortunately, because of science, we can't. Thank you. Not bad. So that ball boy's giving me the eye all day. I don't know what's going on. Striker there, not a great start. She looks a bit flustered, I think, after all that swinging around. Back to Harris here. God, what I wouldn't give to be that ball, am I right, ladies? Tommy Harris. And it dribbled down his arm, which is actually a really good move, because of course if it dribbles down his arm and goes on the floor, it's not going in the bucket. Back to Striker.
There's 4 minutes of this.
And Striker's gone for the animal bonus there, but of course perhaps... And yes, Harris has counted with a tiny bell. That is wonderful play. Of course we've seen that before. Look at her face. She is absolutely gutted. What a mug. That could have been the clincher. What a massive shame.
Harris receives possession now.
Harris to serve now. Harris, of course, undefeated by Kestrel in his last 4 battles. Here we go. Tommy Harris. That's all right. Not bad there. He threw it quite far away from him, which is quite a good idea. Very clever there. Perhaps a little contact caution from the referee, who's being, if you ask me, a little bit harsh. Ellie Striker. And she's let the nerves get to her. What the hell was that? You hate to see it, don't you? You cannot believe it. Oh, for God's sake. Okay, this is a mess now. I don't know what I can be doing about this. mean, it's sort of breasts and genitals for all to see. I mean, there's only so much you can do. They're sort of everywhere, aren't they? I'll try and carry on. The players are trying to carry on, but of course it's difficult because these protesters, hopefully we can get them taken off soon so we can carry on with the match. What's going on here? Yes.
We want our money.
Yes, very good. Take them away. Bloody wasters. Absolute wasters. Oh, jog on! It's an absolute bloody... Okay, and now we're going to go into the final round. And of course, as it's a Tuesday, the final round is a mime round. Who could believe it? Who could believe it? Nice imaginary shot there from Harris. It really could go in at this point. Really high-level play here from two absolute juggernauts of the sport. Hold. The bucket getting moved back to its proper place. About time, if you ask me. She's juggling it around from her hands. Interesting. Juggling it around from her hands. And she's put it in her mouth like as if it was an egg. And now she's and she's spat it out. She did the egg spit. So a wonderful move there, quite late on from Striker. But she's in it to win it. On it like a car bonnet. Tommy Harris here, having a bit of beef. And he's peeling it as if it were a banana, which is an interesting move. Not sure if he had any potassium or what's going on today with potassium or... And he's throwing it, and the banana was the ball! What a fantastic move there from Harris. Unfortunately, that is the end. What a pathetic... There we go, Jeremy, that is over. How can he look his 8-year-old son in the face tonight? What a lump. We just have to wait for the referee now to announce it to make sure it is all official.
Contestants in, please. And the winner of the first annual Sports Board Championship is everyone!
Okay, the ref has decreed once again a win for everyone, including me as my 15th win in Sports Board Championship. I'm going to be celebrating.
But everyone wins, but what kind of sport is that?
Another wonderful victory for me. Here come the on-site security to collect their medals, their 6th and 7th respectively. And thanks again for watching the Sports Board Championships. What more is there to say? I'm Patrick Bannon. Looking forward to celebrating tonight. And all I always have to say, Jeremy, is back to you in the studio.
Patrick Bannon had an extraordinary final.
Historic Sports Board, Jeremy.
I didn't know you were a fan.
Yeah, I can wrench a doubler with the best of them, I'll have you know.
I certainly wouldn't bet against you.
And when we come back, I'll be talking live with Prime Ministers Julia Salisbury and Peter Clement, who apparently have a big announcement you wouldn't want to miss.
That's coming up after these messages.
1 minute back.
Fucking microphone shocked me.
What?
Fucking microphone just shocked me. Where's that sound guy?
Everything okay?
Oh, the mics are just trying to kill us now, apparently.
You'll be fine. You're unshockable.
I'm immune to your cheap flattery.
I'm wearing you down.
Boozman again. Just heard from the chaps in maintenance that this storm is causing the odd power surge, and some of your controls might be a bit, dangerous. Now, I know you're tough, and you can take the odd shock for the sake of a perfect news broadcast, but too many in quick succession can stop the old ticker. I'm sure you'll make the right decisions. Boozman out.
We seem to have sprung a leak. Well, several, actually.
We're going to need a whole new lining up there.
We'll listen to it.
Minister, it's so good to see you again.
Miss Wolf, your star seems to be in the ascendant.
It's a great time to be alive.
Too bloody right. Peter Clement.
Megan Wolf.
My God, that's a Spurman shape you've got there.
She's tougher than she looks. Am I here?
Here, with Mr. Clement on your left.
Right you are, pet.
Carried out efficiently and compassionately.
Is your seat down?
10 seconds, everybody.
No, mine's fine.
Have you had a little accident?
5,
4, 3.
Welcome back. I am delighted to be joined by Prime Ministers Julia Salisbury and Peter Clement. Welcome to the National Nightly News, Prime Minister.
Oh, please, it's just Julia and Peter.
We don't believe much in titles. It doesn't seem very advanced.
We're delighted to be here.
Well, firstly, I should ask how you feel about the graffiti that's been springing up across the capital. Should we be worried?
Oh, no, you definitely shouldn't be worried.
Well, not unless you've got a fatal paint allergy anyway.
But yes, it does seem that there are still some people we haven't been able to help.
You know, whingers.
People who've yet to benefit from the many advantages of the new future.
And you know, Megan, as my old mum used to say, there are some pissants who just don't know how to be.
We're working hard to reach these people, find out what they're angry about and how we can help. The door to my government is always open.
Someone's tripping on me.
But we didn't come here to talk about what may yet turn out to be some alternative arts project.
Which we no doubt will have funded.
When we want to talk to the nation about something far more exciting.
Yes, your office briefed us that you have an announcement to make, that they were being surprisingly secretive about it.
Let me ask you a question, Megan.
Okay, it's not usually how it works, but...
What scares you? I mean, really scares you?
It's death. It's talking about death.
We're all afraid of our deaths. It's part of being human.
Sorry, are you saying that Advance have cured death?
That'll be a vote winner. Yeah, that was definitely a drop there.
But while we may not have cured death, we hope we found a way to make it much less scary.
And much less painful and much less expensive. Look, which is me close-up camera there? Which is me close-up camera there? When I was 13, my mum came and got me from school. He had to go to the hospital. My granddad, he'd collapsed that morning, so we'd all to say our goodbyes. And I went in to see him. He were all frail and pale. I was scared because I'd only seen him the week before, and he'd been fit as fiddle. And he said to me, Peter, he said, it's I don't ever want to be a burden to the people I love.
Was that the last time you saw him?
Nope. 3 days later, he were back home. He lived with us for 9 miserable years after that. He had to be fed with a rubber spoon. He had a commode, so he'd just take a shit right there in the lounge while we were watching. He wouldn't even wait till half time.
Sounds...
It was awful. It were awful for us, and this is the point. It were awful for him. He could see it was destroying me, man, watching him slowly fade away. And he would beg her to turn off his breathing equipment at night, but she couldn't. Or she wouldn't. It were a crime, you see. And she didn't want to lose the children, as well as her old man.
No family should have to suffer like Peter's did. And now no family will have to. The health service is today opening the first of 300 new transition centres.
The transition centres will handle everything for your last days. The legal, financial, medical and emotional costs are all catered for and paid for by the government. So even the poorest citizen gets to pass on with dignity when they choose.
And that choice is important. This is a service only for people who choose it. For people who feel they run their course and don't want to burden themselves or their families with a slow, long, humiliating decline.
Just giving me electric shock.
Are you okay?
I don't know.
Are we still on the air, Peter?
Yes. Sorry. My apologies.
Are you not worried that this new system might be open to abuse?
In what way?
Sorry, I've got sapped again. Can I get a little bit of help here? Please.
That the older generation might feel somewhat...
That one was massive. Right, no, this bastard's coming off.
Sorry, the older generation might feel somewhat coerced.
Coerced into spending their final days eating gourmet food and drinking fine wine and luxury spas and gardens.
Look, I am perfectly capable of... with a rusty twat!
Prime Minister, please watch your language.
Go get yourself sorted out.
Right.
We're launching a government information film tonight. It should tell your viewers everything they need to know.
You really do move at a breathless pace. It's hard to believe you've yet to be in office a year.
Oh, Megan, we're only getting started.
And on that note, thank you both so much for being here.
Right, yes, that's all we have time for tonight. Thank yous go out to our guests. Congratulations to all the winners at the Sports Board final. And we'll see you tomorrow night at the same time. My name is Jeremy Donaldson. If you can, have a peaceful night. If you can.
Good job, everybody.
So they just...
It seems so.
I don't suppose there's any way this could be a good thing.
It's my nephew, so we transitioned the moment I start the league.
Oh, how's it going with Steve? Why are all men such pricks?
That one, eh?
Apparently he has a complicated relationship with his faith.
No.
Sorry, are you saying he chose his imaginary friend in the sky over you?
I don't know why I talked to you.
You're probably just a really awful date.
10 seconds, everybody. Like I said, all of you.
Did your personality accidentally slip out?
Pricks.
Going in 5, 4, 3.
With that exclusive Prime Ministerial interview coming up later.
And our very own Patrick Bannon live at the first annual Sports Board final.
You won't want to miss a second of tonight's
National Nightly News.
30 seconds back.
Did you feel that? I just felt a drip on my head. Makeup! Jenny, is it raining?
Only in the city. It's bloody lovely in suburbia.
It's never lovely in suburbia.
That's true. It's a lie at all.
Gotta take some more water. Okay, I'm back now.
Tell themselves because they're so bloody bored.
I grew up in the suburbs.
Really? I always assumed you'd grown up in the wild.
Because I'm so fierce.
Because I watched you eat.
10 seconds, everybody.
Makeup!
Only slightly creepy.
We're going in 5, 4, 3.
But first tonight, while Advance is certainly proving popular with the majority of the country, who've seen their wealth and standards of living increase considerably, for some, the transition has not been as pleasant.
That's right, Megan. The formerly aristocratic members of our society have had to make major adjustments to come to terms with the new regime.
Robin Short is in suburbia investigating rumours that these previously privileged people may be planning some kind of protest. Robin?
Thanks, Megan. I'm here in Moderate Hatchings to talk to Wentworth and Penelope Somerset Bentley, who were relocated to the house you see behind me after Advance passed the Assets and Wealth Act on their first day in office. Tell me, how are you settling into your new lives?
Well, quite frankly, Robin, we're not settling in at all. Our neighbours are whitewatters.
Simply untenable. I hope you'll forgive my language, but it's as steaming as a Wednesday hatch basket with too much spatting.
Steady now, Penelope. Sorry, Robin, my sister's under a lot of pressure. She had to dress herself this morning and she still hasn't quite recovered, Robin.
What'll you do?
No.
My goodness, that must have been quite a shock.
She really struggles with women's wobbing.
Well, at least you've been rehoused in a nice big house.
Big house? This grubby little gaddispatch only has one staircase.
And the breakfast room and the dining room are the same bloody place. Imagine that, having all one's grub in one room. What womb wobbing?
So what would you say to the people that feel that your family has had it far too easy for far too long, and that these redistributions are both fair and just?
I hardly think we've had it easy. Every one of our rooms doesn't even eat it.
Wait. Just sail away at the wreck.
I'm just watching what's happening, like, with WWE, but like, you only need to bring that continue faster.
Come on. Oh, Christ, what's he doing there? Oh, shit. Is someone trying? Yeah.
Oh my god.
At least you are showing some shame.
Oh, who's this?
Somerset Bentley, glad to meet you. See the protest has started already? Nice sharp work, boy. That's me, you know.
And forgive me, what are you trying to achieve here? We just want to be fucking well heard, that's all.
Language, Penelope. We are new, not rude.
We want the world to realise we won't bowl over and run away. We will revolt. We will rise again.
Yes, we bloody well will. Smack and beat back.
Oh,
What in the world?
surely we're going to come back.
We're going to come back.
Jeremy, Megan, as this embryonic protest movement takes It's back here in the studio. I'm Robin Short, struggling surreptitiously in moderate hatchings.
Thanks, Robin. Well, that's certainly a story we want to be keeping an eye on, eh, Megan?
Speak for yourself there, Jeremy, but I've seen enough shaft work to last me a lifetime.
I'm sure you have. But can a naked protest movement ever really catch on? It doesn't seem like the way we do things in this country.
But as I'm sure you're aware, Jeremy, this country is becoming a very different place.
Yes, but seriously, who's going to run around naked in our weather?
Well, hopefully not you, Jeremy.
Yes, well, there wouldn't be enough canvas for the slogans.
When we come back, our very own Patrick Bannon will be live from the Sports Board Finals. Stick around, you won't want to miss it.
We'll be back after these messages.
1 minute back. Oh, sorry, I'm busting. Oh!
She's funny.
Yes, I know. I think it's very endearing.
She wants your job.
She's welcome to it. Why is it raining on my desk?
Well, that's what it says.
Yes, I understand that, but I always say welcome back.
I think we should just keep it as it is.
Well, of course you do. I've got one hack line.
What's that supposed to mean? I didn't write it, Jeremy.
That's all right, fine. Jenny, there's something wrong with the auto cue.
10 seconds.
Oh, I just felt a drip again. Have they not fixed this?
Want to see us fry? It's good for the ratings.
5, 4, 3.
Welcome back to the National Nightly News. I'm Megan Wolfe. Coming up later, we'll be speaking to the Prime Ministers about their exciting new healthcare facilities, transition centres.
Nice to see they care.
You're absolutely right, Jeremy. But first, we're going now to our own Patrick Bannon, who's reporting live from the finals of the new game that's gripping the nation, Sports Board. Patrick?
That's right, Megan, you join me live here from the final of the first annual Sports Board Championship. It's been a hotly contested competition so far. I think it's fair to say these two have been dancing around each other all season. First up, we have Eddie Striker. She's the more experienced of our two players today. Striker has got an accuracy of 7, a danger rating of K, and a 12-month driving ban. Striker's known for her signature move, the Lanky Hamster. And facing her tonight, hoping to prove himself with a career record of 12...
So sorry about all these buckets. We seem to have sprung a leak. Well, several, actually.
You're going to need a whole new lining up there. Triple sealed, I shouldn't wonder.
We'll look into it.
Minister, it's so good to see you again.
Miss Wolfe, your star seems to be in the ascendant.
It's a great time to be alive.
Too bloody right, Peter Clement.
Megan Wolfe.
My, but that's a firm handshake you've got there.
She's tougher than she looks. Am I here?
Here, with Mr. Clement on your left.
Right you are, pet. Is your seat damp?
10 seconds, everybody.
No, mine's fine. Have you had a little accident?
Cheeky cow.
5, 4, 3.
Welcome back. I am delighted to be joined by Prime Ministers Julia Salisbury and Peter Clement. Welcome to the National Nightly News, Prime Ministers.
Oh, please, it's just Julia and Peter.
We don't believe much in titles. It doesn't seem very advanced.
Are you worried about being a burden on your children? Are you scared of a long, painful decline in your final years? Of being trapped in your own body as it slowly wastes away? Or losing your grip on reality? Well, it doesn't have to be that way. Now you can take back control of your swan song at one of the Health Service's new transition centres. Come and stay for a week. Enjoy gourmet food from our world-class kitchens, or collect your thoughts in our beautiful gardens. And when it's time, at the end of your stay, you'll pass on painlessly, surrounded by those you love, in comfort and luxury. Isn't that what we all deserve at the end of a life well lived? Our expert legal team will help you make all those difficult arrangements, and our aftercare team will help your dependents through the grieving process, ensuring your final wishes are carried out efficiently and compassionately, all absolutely free. Your health service, your team.
Do you suffer from benign prostate enlargement? Come on. I'm Tommy the Fingernail Harris, sporting legend. I've got it all. 4 world championships, 2 cars, a bidet, and an enlarged prostate gland. Your prostate is a small gland about the size of a cherry tomato, located between your penis and your wee bag. If the prostate becomes enlarged, it can put pressure on the bladder. This can cause trouble starting to pee, and it can cause laundry-based trouble between you and your she-demon of an ex-wife. So what caused this big old prostate in your bum? Well, sorry, me and the doctors, we don't know. But I can tell you, as you get older, your body changes, and that's okay. If you're worried about your swollen bum sack, book an appointment, for God's sake. Procedure is easy, it's quick, and it's not gay. I'm Tommy the Fingernail Harris. Rectums, check them.
This is Crazy Neil's extra exciting bed and crazy cushion Easter extravaganza. We're going to give you crazy bed prices. You want just a mattress? We're going to ship them. They're water damaged. And we don't mean a little light drizzle. We mean soaking. They're taking up space. This has got the crazy feel of an Easter Neil deal. We've got beds, cushions, beds with cushions, beds without cushions, beds with curtains, bedside tables, pictures you can put on your wall, cushions that when you lick them, they'll light up your life. A bed that helps you to levitate. Come on down to Crazy Neil this Easter. Don't be lazy. Let's get crazy. You want to sleep on your lawn? We've got flower beds. We have even got shrubbery. You want to sling a hammock? We'll throw in the trees for free. You need a sleeping bag? We've got men's sleeping bags, boys' sleeping bags, couples' sleeping bags you could sleep in upside down with just your feet out. We got beds you could sleep on your front, back, head. You got piles, we got cushions for miles. Michelangelo spent all his time on his back painting because he couldn't afford a bed. And we say we're going to come down on prices so hard they're going to look flatter than an elephant in a pancake throwing competition. It's an Easter deal with Neil appeal. You want to come down and arm wrestle me? Ah!
From the iconic A2 stainless steel posi drive wood screw to the M1 2mm slotted countersunk screw, the joy of screws is your key to a world of sticky fixings. Start collecting today and celebrate the nation's most well-known and best-loved pieces of hardware with your copy of The Joy of Screws. Every week, you'll add another exclusive fastener to your collection, like the flathead self-flanging bump screw, the 4mm Hexaflex mushroom bolt, the self-locking long-life round-head roofing tack, and that's only the beginning. The Pan Phillips slotted head washer washing nut, the M25 3mm finishing pin, the cast iron hexagonal fixing screw, and many more. Every week, alongside your ironmongery, you'll get this in-depth companion magazine, charting the highs and lows of DIY history, from the Canterbury nut shortage to the socket screw riots of '29. This detailed guide will bring to life some of your favourite metalworking moments. Start your collection today, and we'll send you the first 8 editions with no postage or packing. That's right, no postage, no packing. Plus, you'll also receive this exclusive little bit of drill bit absolutely free. So, what are you waiting for? Start collecting today. With week 10, you'll receive this screwdriver handle, The Joy of Screws, the only complete collection of real, authentic, genuine reproduction screw replicas. Collection is for display purposes only. The items are ornamental replicas and not for use with wood, metal, masonry, or any other physical surface. Terms and conditions apply. See issue 42 for details.
Why bother strengthening your body when you can strengthen your face? My name's Helena Canterbury Boatshoe, and I'm 47. You know me from films like The Medicated, Me and My Puncture, and The Girl with a Half-Finished Cereal. And in my profession, your face can never be too strong. New Jus de Cochon will revitalize the appearance of the strength of your face's skin. We believe your skin deserves the best, so the new formula actively removes harsh chemicals from your skin. The high salt content actually pulls the dihydrogen monoxide right from your pores to give you the crisp, brittle skin you've come to expect. 41% of women we surveyed said they loved their visible flakes. And 7 out of 10 dentists would recommend it. Jus de Cochon, because we said so. Jus de Cochon.
I don't want to watch the previous things. The lockdown, they... I don't know.
Alex, oh thank God you're alive. It's Jenny, the floor manager. Are you okay? Alex, you need to get it together. Look at the broadcast screen. bastards. You're going to need a full charge to clear that many off. Hold down the big button until it's fully charged, then release it to zap the little fuckers. Excellent, Alex. We're broadcasting again. They must have built up while you were napping. Usually it only takes a tap on the button to clear one. Look, there's a lone one climbing now. Zap it off before it starts to mess up the signal again. Quickly, Alex, fry it! Great. That seems to be the last of them. For now. Right. We're about a minute out. Get the adverts loaded up. I've got to deal with my pet idiot. And Alex, keep your ears open. You'll hear them climbing up the tower. Don't let them build up.
We'll be going live to the National Nightly News. But before that, let's take a look at what's coming up later on.
This has no credibility, Jenny.
On Channel 1. At 7 o'clock.
No professionalism.
Episode of What's Wrong with This Picture? And tonight,
It's not a
group
mess.
of television
Everything is where it should be. It's ramshackle and characterful, and I expect you to know the difference.
That's followed at 8 p.m. by a
Of course Megan's place looked lovely, but I can't see it, can I?
Thanks, Jenny. How's lock-in with the boyfriend going?
Outside.
Decided to take his chances on the wild streets, eh? Rather than endure another romantic comedy.
Electric Fever Dream. Starring Lawrence Lundergatt as Helena.
Jeremy, Jenny says your hair looks stupid.
Yes, I can hear
That brings
her.
us to 11:15, where
She says she's not talking to you.
Dr. Adrian
Yes, I know, I can hear her.
Shall I count us in?
Make it so.
Okay, 10 seconds. Break a leg, everyone.
Preferably a furry one.
Midnight, it's the National Weather Report. As if
5,
that mattered.
4,
But now,
3.
it's time to join Jeremy Donaldson for the
Good
National
evening,
Nightly
I'm
News.
Jeremy Donaldson.
And I'm Megan Wolf.
Jeremy Donaldson.
Our main stories tonight.
Snugglefucks? It's been almost 5 weeks since all the Mrs. Snugglefucks toys woke up simultaneously in factories worldwide and began searching for their husbands. The Mr. Snugglefugs were so short-sightedly destroyed. And now, as this photograph suggests, they may be changing tactics.
Built to surprisingly traditional gender stereotypes, the Mrs. Snugglehugs have been arming themselves with a variety of household implements. All the more reason to make sure that cat flap is taped up good and tight.
Armed with blunt weapons, the Mrs. Snugglehugs are only ankle height and therefore able to be kicked away easily by young, healthy individuals. They do, however, pose a particular risk to the elderly or those with pre-existing medical conditions, like fatal bruise syndrome.
Going stir crazy, with no signs of Mrs. Snugglehug's batteries running out, and the government lockdown now in its 31st day.
I think it was made
Domestic
during
relationships
the
across the country are taking
COVID-19
some
lockdown.
unexpected turns.
Dramatic reports are beginning to emerge of uncharacteristically bold behaviour in homes across the country. And we're not talking about the model planes that occupy so much time in the Donaldson household.
With dating options limited, many house sharers, in particular students, are finding solace in co-tenants they'd previously rejected as unfuckable, indulging in an activity that has become known as snuggle tugging.
Going it alone, popular crustacean Johnny Hamsleeves is back in the news today as his astonishing photograph that he linked himself shows exactly how he's been spending his lockdown.
It seems that when the lockdown was announced, Johnny's long-term
Yes,
partner,
very
Tiffany
weird.
Lamour, was busy in the capital preparing her new show, Chocolate Clit Bombs, for its now postponed grand opening. Let's hope the exhibits don't melt.
Being locked in alone seems to have made poor Johnny realise the empty pointlessness of the professional sportsman's existence. A life that, while no longer bringing great wealth, still offers vacuous conversation, narcissistic wives, and an utter lack of social importance. Let's hope he doesn't run out of toilet paper for those tears.
The shape of things to come? In their own version of a lockdown for more than 45 years now, the descendants of doctors David Wong and Ingrid Svorsborgen-Horgensvoord and their unfortunate team today managed to get a personal statement to the surface using flagellized imaging equipment.
Many of the Svorsborgen-Horgens brood, as they've come to be known, have certainly captured the public imagination. With a recent vote naming Helvetica Svorsborgen-Wongensvoord the most likely to survive a massive electric shock.
Helvetica Svorsborgen-Wongensvoord here with a little update from Dante's Taint. This year is going to be our biggest ever harvest and autumn's just 2 weeks away. Or at least that's what we think. There's no real day or night down here and all the clocks broke a long time ago. But if our calculations are right, we think that for you up there it is Wednesday the 4012th of January, or as you call it, Pissmouth Day. Or possibly Boxing Day if we're a bit out, so happy Pissmouth! I hope you get all the presents you asked for left under your mouthpiece. I'm hoping to complete my collection of rocks. See you in September. Helvetica out. See you in September.
It's hard to believe they've been down there so long now.
But as everyone knows, time moves differently underwater, Jeremy. That's why goldfish are so stupid.
That's right. And as anyone will tell you, the deeper the bowl,
the thicker the goldfish.
There's no denying the logic of that.
Class war, a worrying turn today for the formerly rich as ever more punishing measures are announced, Alex.
With the country becoming ever more hostile to the previously wealthy, those who manage to skip the country must be very grateful to the people who help them right now.
This programme has received reports of rich relatives on the run actually being filled with helium and released into the stratosphere. If those rich bastards think they're above the rest of us, why not give them a hand in getting there, Jeremy?
And Advance speaks out. With the snuggle struggle proving a test to governments around the world, Advance HQ released a curious statement this afternoon.
In the accompanying release, they asked us to stress that they have been listening and that this should be taken as a response to how the people really feel.
We've certainly done our bit on this show to contribute to the political climate. But let's not forget, how we behave in our home lives is what really matters.
Let's hope it's not just me who filled out that questionnaire, Jeremy, or we're all in trouble.
Let's play that thing.
Hey, this one ought to take you back a little bit. I mean, seriously, why have a lockdown without a lock-in, eh? Here we go. When you're feeling hopeless and you just can't work things out, I've got just the job. Oh yes, when there's too much water from a little tiny spout, I've got just the job. Mist is when your pipes are clogged and all your walls are stained. I pop around when your hubby's out and root among your drains. But don't you mind how long be gone when he comes back again. And that's just a job. I've got the perfect tool.
Delectable stuff.
Later tonight, Jeremy will be catching up with brave roving reporter Patrick Bannon, while I check in with two friends of the programme who find themselves stranded at opposite ends of the country.
And then, in part 3, there's going to be a quiz. Presumably because there's nothing more important going on that you might like to report on, if you were saying, a news programme.
And in a moment, we'll both be asking Sophia Remington how such a trusted brand can have made such a terrible manufacturing mistake.
With what it describes here as help from popular psychic scientist Delia Lyle.
Oh, I like her.
Don't want you to do that.
That's all coming up on tonight's
National Nightly News. Where are we going? And most importantly, who's to blame?
Joining us from her ranch in Arlingsfield, Milkirky is the CEO of Remington's Fist, internationally respected business Bengali, Sophia Remington.
Thank you for having me, Megan. I'm a huge fan of your work.
And from a crystal healing laboratory, what I assume is a garage in Upper Lowington, inexplicably renowned psychic scientist, Dr. Delia Lywell. Thank you for being here.
Thank you for having us.
Sorry, us?
Myself and the eminent professors.
Is that what you call the voices in your head? Is that what you call the
Seem
voices
to
in your
attract
head?
dead scientists. I don't really know why.
The money?
They express themselves to me through ethereal algebra and quadratic predictions. It's all very technical.
No, it isn't.
I concur. Miss Remington, the entire Snuggle Hugs range will surely go down as the biggest public relations disaster in history, won't it?
Well, of course, that's one world record we would never have sought to claim.
What can you say at a time like this?
There is only one thing that can be said. I'm sorry. We're sorry. From everyone here at Remington's Fist, but especially the dedicated inventors and world-beating engineers at Remington Toys, we are deeply, deeply sorry. Who could have predicted that letting a child's toy learn how to love could have such unforeseen consequences?
Mary Shelley?
We see you, Sophia Remington. You are preening by a metal vessel, and where you venture, you will see neither land nor sky.
Is that supposed to be the future?
Only the past is concrete. I remember being a child in my grandpa's workshop when he made the first dancing hanging toy. He put it by my bed, and when I couldn't sleep, I'd wind it up and let it go, and I'd watch that happy little execution wiggle and wave his tiny noose and dance before my eyes. Grandpa sold thousands of them on the quiet.
Crazy.
And he used the money he made to found Rimming Toys, which is now just one small part of the global supermassive megacore that is Remington's Fist. Sadly, we lost Grandpappy along the way. He died in a fire at the preschool tobacco factory, another one of his pet projects. But we never lost his spirit of invention.
Yes, I'm not entirely certain what your grandfather's offensive toys have to do with the current predicament.
The spirit of invention, Mr. Donaldson. The passion to create, to problem solve. And that is why I'm here today. To tell you about a brand new product we're launching simultaneously around the world from midnight tonight.
We said science! Science! We hear its song on the breeze, its breath on the wind, its fart under the covers.
How does she do it?
Well, please, don't keep us in suspense any longer. Don't keep us in suspense.
Won't be my feature she's making up next.
Remington's Fist is proud to present Snuggle Traps. Safety and security in these dangerous times. Each box of Snuggle Traps contains 8 devices, all guaranteed to stop a Mrs. Snugglehug in its tracks. That's enough for a small lawn or 4 windows. And you want to know the best thing? They're only $129.99 a box. Now that is affordable peace of mind.
We see you, Jeremy Donaldson.
Not now, honey, I'm mid-pitch. The best thing about Snuggle Traps is they're powered by next generation Flardinium batteries. So, however long the enemy lasts, these traps will outlast them.
We see you, Mr. Donaldson. You are screaming and yelling. Your friends are crying. They fear you. And then you're gone.
Oh my god, I just got chills. Did anyone else just get chills then?
Did anyone else just get chills?
I think it's more concerned. I think I'd be more concerned about these traps. Quickly, before we go to the break, these appear to be attractively repackaged landmines. Are they dangerous, say, to children?
Oh, hell yeah. These are not toys. But they're explosive fun.
Sophia Remington, Dr. Delia Lywell, thank you for joining us.
When we come back, we'll be taking a look at the situation across the country tonight.
Don't go away. We'll be back after these bandages. We'll be back.
Was that all right?
Oh yes, Doctor, that was exactly what we
She seems very nice, that young Miss Remington.
Our
I think she'd make an interesting dinner guest.
Do you think so? I think I'd rather spend the evening shoving Delia's sacred crystals up my skeptical arsehole.
The advanced go-getters in this
Hello,
room
mate.
will put
It's
your
Dave.
children
You're not going to believe this, but I've decided to come home. Listen, I'll call you back at the next break and we can talk about how I get me job back. Cheers, Alex. See you, mate.
When they talk about what's happening at home, we'll be listening and taking notes. You wouldn't let your children drift off down the river to uncertain ends.
Yeah, well, it's been a long time.
Or abandon them
No, exactly.
to
You
a
said it,
life
I've
of
said
shame
it.
and mockery
He must
and
know,
eventual
not
death
stupid.
on
I
the
just don't want it
streets.
getting back to him that it came
So
from
you
us.
sent them to fly with us
Hey,
instead.
no, Jenny. You're not backing out on me now. We're in
They're
this together.
probably safe. But I guess
We'll get him. I've
you
made the
never
cake.
know
Go on
what's
with the lid.
lurking in the water.
Got no idea how old he is.
The advanced
40,
go-getters.
17.
We
Yeah,
can't
yeah.
believe you fell for
Okay,
it.
coming back. In 5, 4, 3. Welcome back to the National Nightly News. Welcome back to the National Nightly
Now
News.
it's time to
I'm
take a
Megan
trip around the country
Now
to
it's
hear
time
how
to
the
take a
lockdown
lockdown might impact the nation from some friendly faces. Joining me are respected academic Katie Brightman, Alan James's Kites, Alan James. Thank you for joining me.
It's a pleasure. Thanks for having me, Megan.
Thanks, Megan. It really is a pleasure, Katie. I enjoyed our little heated encounter.
I wish I could say the same.
So first off, Katie, how are you coping?
I'm holding up okay. The lockdown directive was so sudden that, like many people, I haven't been able to get home.
Oh no, what happened?
I was staying at a hotel after an international policy convention, and we had a particularly heavy night out. You know what economists are like.
Notoriously hate splitting the bill.
And I overslept, and as you can imagine, I've been here ever since. But there are certainly people much worse off than me.
Exactly. My tour has been cancelled indefinitely, and I've had to refund every single ticket, even the cheap seats.
Oh, Alan, I'm so sorry to hear that.
Yeah, people are being quite rude about it. They don't seem to realise I've already spent it filling the beach house with people.
The crisis claims yet another victim.
So, this is just a reminder that my book, Alan James's Reich, is now available in paperback.
Unbelievable.
What was that?
You're unbelievable.
So, Katie, how do you think this might affect the economy? Should we be worried?
Very, Megan. Not to sound dramatic, but this could be catastrophic. Unemployment has skyrocketed, and frankly, it will be a miracle if a lot of businesses can survive this.
There you go, scaremongering again, spreading this latest liberal hoax. That's what they want. They want us quiet. They want us compliant. And they want us inside.
A hoax? How on earth can you say that, Alan?
Well, I haven't actually seen one of these supposed toys. Have you?
Well, no, but...
Did you know 3,000 people die every year from regular toys? That's a lot of people. This is no different. You're just as likely to be hunted down by a yo-yo or a tennis racket.
He makes an excellent and persuasive point, Katie.
Don't listen to her, Katie. The press are the enemy of truth.
She's agreeing with you, Alan, you absolute shit!
Well, then I must be wrong.
Alan, are you now recanting your statement that these toys aren't dangerous?
People are saying they're just like normal toys, and that simply isn't true. Corrupt media lies.
And Katie, how do you respond to Alan's claims that Mrs. Snugglehugs might be dangerous after all?
I suppose I guess I'm agreeing with him.
Thank you, Katie. I appreciate your support. A lot of folks are saying this Mrs. Snugglehug situation will all blow over, but it won't.
Yes, right, exactly. We need decisive action from the government. We need huge financial support to protect our workers and our businesses. We need to support the vulnerable, and we need
to repent. Exactly right, Katie. We brought it on ourselves with all our liberal indulgences like art, cake, and healthcare. We need to act now and begin sacrificing our firstborns, or to push a beloved family pet.
Absolutely, Alan. If we can all successfully come together as a community and perform the ritual, hopefully we will appease the great ancient. Katie, could it be any worse?
Luckily, over the past few years under Advance, they've invested heavily into health, so the system can actually bear the strain.
Is it lucky that the Llama Lords have unleashed a horde of man-made monsters on its own people to conceal the enemy within?
Will you just stop for 5 fucking seconds?
The Global Alliance of Fish People are amassing an army. Amassing an army to kidnap us.
That's you. That's what.
But I don't sound like that.
Yes, you do.
You do, Alan. You do sound like that.
And that's why no one wants to be your friend.
I've got loads of friends.
No, you haven't.
I don't think you do, Alan.
Yeah, stop lying, Alan.
I'm not lying. You are.
Oh, good one.
Well, I'm telling.
Alan James.
Alan, you know
Katie
what they say
Brightman,
about
thank you
snitches?
for joining me. Some real food for thought there from two of the territory's leading minds. Any moment now, I'll be heading over to Jeremy, who is going to be bringing us an up-to-the-minute report of the status of the nation. Over to you, Jeremy.
Thank you for what I'm sure was a reasonable debate which really contributed to the national conversation. Next, out on the streets, someone who's always doing exactly that. It's Patrick Brennan. Are you there, Patrick?
Hello, Jeremy. Yes, hello, I'm here. I'm here live. Apologies for the quality of the broadcast today. Couldn't find any cameramen or women brave enough to come and join me, so I'm out here on my own.
Right, and can you tell us what it's like out there?
Yep, I can. It's as you can see behind me, the streets are currently completely deserted. But my question, Jeremy, is just how long? I mean, could there be danger lurking just around the corner, waiting to end the fledgling career of this young, promising journalist before his full potential is even realised? Will he die underappreciated by management and, frankly, if you ask me, very, very much underpaid?
I don't think there's any danger of that, Patrick. What's that on your jacket there?
Well, that's actually a sponge. What I've done here is made a snuggle-proof jacket, Jeremy. The network didn't bother sending me any PPE, so I've been forced to improvise. In fact, showing the sort of resourcefulness that would make me an ideal candidate for, I don't know, for example, an anchor position starting whenever they'd like.
From your point of view, Patrick, just how safe are our streets?
Not safe at all, Jeremy, not safe at all. I'd recommend people staying inside, following government advice and not putting themselves at any risk at all. Unless, of course, like me, it's for groundbreaking journalism reasons.
Mm-hmm. And just where are you, Patrick?
I'm in the street, on the street.
Which street?
I think I'm struggling to hear you, actually, Jeremy, there.
Which street? Which street are you on?
Oh, which street am I on? I'm just looking for a sign. There it is. I'm on Bannon Avenue.
Bannon Avenue?
Yep.
Bannon Avenue.
Yeah, no, I can hear you fine. Yep, I'm on Bannon Avenue on the sign, it says there.
Like Patrick Bannon?
Oh yeah, that is like, that's strange, that's a weird sign. I don't know what's going on there.
Where are you really?
I'm on Bannon, Alright, fine, I'm not on Bannon Avenue, I'm at home, to be honest. Alright, fine, well I'm in my bathroom technically, but you know, I couldn't face it, to be honest, mate. It's, you know, it's terrible out there, I don't want to go outside, they're everywhere. I'm sorry for lying.
We don't expect any less of you, Patrick.
Can you hear that sound? What the hell's that?
I can, yes. I'm no expert, Patrick, but it sounds unmistakably like a tiny fist tapping on your door there.
Oh, fuck, it does. Oh, fuck, Jeremy, shit, no! Oh, bollocks.
Perhaps there's a small queue of tiny fists, each wielding a different gendered household implement, ready to bash in the heads of lying little roving reporters.
But you're lying, aren't you? Oh, shit, fucking, listen to me, you bastards! If you're out there, piss off, you little fucking snuggle fuck! I'm too talented to die! Oh, what the fucking hell? Okay, it's fine. Oh, God.
Don't worry, Patrick. I'd say you've got a few seconds before they break their way in there and finish you off. What do you see, Patrick?
I see only the devil. I see only Satan. Oh God, no. They're coming to me. You fucking little shit.
Thank you, Patrick, for that report, showing the nation, and more importantly, management, just where you belong. It's time for another break, but when we come back, we'll be hoping to take your mind off the world for a little while, and who knows, maybe even bring you a few smiles. Join us after this. You're damn right. Yeah, I had them delivered. Yes, to Bannon Avenue.
This is a Channel 1 informational video. Alright, mate. Dave here. I've run into a few problems getting back, although not as bad as yours. It looks like you've got one loose in the studio. Whack it on the head if it gives you any trouble. It's pretty bad here too, mate. They've got on board. Captain's down. Worse, chef's down and we're out of rum. Not sure I'm going to make it to sobriety or dry land. If I had a missus, I'd ask you to tell her that I love her, but to be honest, kind of pissed my life away, mate. Still, at least I'm outdoors, eh?
Must follow during this crisis. Stay calm, for God's sake. Panicking makes you less productive, and that makes Bozeman sad. Protect network equipment at all costs. We have literally hundreds of employees, but our budget is limited. We ask you to do the right thing and value our property over your personal safety. If you're working from home, please refrain from taking meetings on the toilet. Even if you're not going, we can still tell from the way your voice is all echoing. A reminder, The dress code is still in force. I can hear a tie on a conference call like a baby in a vacuum cleaner.
No, I'm not.
And finally,
I'm not going to.
remember,
I don't have
are
to.
scared. They want information.
No, you're being a
They'll
child.
consume anything we tell them.
I'm not.
So let's not waste time
I'm
on
not.
fact-checking or integrity.
I'm not.
There's
I'm
money
not.
to be made and Papa wants a taste.
No.
Postman
Oh,
out.
5, 4, 3. Welcome back to the National Nightly. Welcome back anyway. We know isolation isn't easy, so finally tonight we have something a bit different for you. Even though some people feel it's not our job to entertain the public with absolute nonsense, other, more important people overrule those people. So it's time to find out who will National Nightly win, and who will National Nightly lose, and who will National Nightly So, how do we play? Well, joining me is a man who knows all about playing. It's Tommy Harris. Hello, Tommy.
All right, Johnny. It's good to see ya.
And how are you finding the lockdown, Tommy?
What do you mean lockdown?
The enforced isolation of everyone in the country.
Yeah, I think I heard about that actually, yeah. I think I heard
You're in bed, Tommy?
Yeah, you called during nap time, so...
Of course, that's my fault. So, why don't you tell us how the game is played?
Well, it's pretty simple, Jeremy, you sausage. I'm going to ask contestants from around the territory 3 questions about what else, yours truly. And those people are going to get a chance to win a very special prize.
And what are they playing for, Tommy?
Drum roll, please. Drum roll, please. Jeremy. Jeremy. Thank you. This.
Is that... What is that?
It's my athletic support, Jeremy.
Oh.
But I've signed it, so...
Oh, well then, what a fantastic prize.
Have we got anybody waiting to win this once-in-a-lifetime prize, Jimmy?
I believe we have Angie on the line. How do you feel about winning this man's old pants, Angie?
I've never been so excited, Jeremy. And can I just say, I love you, both of you.
Well, you've said it now, haven't you?
Oh, Angie, I love you. In a way. Tell us about yourself, Angie.
Well, what can I say? My name is Angie. Always has been. I'm a human woman. And my dental hygiene has been described as acceptable.
Brilliant! Right, well, shall we get these shambles on the way?
Absolutely, John. Can I get 30 seconds on the clock, please?
We haven't got a clock.
Yeah, I did ask for a clock. So,
Well, why don't you start, and I'll stop you when it inevitably becomes unbearable to watch.
I love it. All right, here we go. Time starts. Now, question 1. When is my birthday?
The 13th of August at 7:19 a.m.
That is absolutely correct. Question 2. What? I said, what is my favourite colour?
Crushed praline 4.
Correct, the colour of my nipples. And finally, Angie dear, what is my star sign?
That's a trick question. You were born outside of the human understanding of the cosmos.
Unbelievable, that is correct. Stop the clock.
Wow, that really was tough to watch. How did you do, Tommy?
Well, Angie, my love, you got every single question right. Which of course means you lose and win absolutely nothing. Thanks for playing, Angie. Bye. Do we have another contestant on the line at Jelly Bean?
We do indeed. We should have Sonia Hartleach. Are you there, Sonia?
Of course I am, Jamie, darling.
Thank you for being here, Sonia.
Oh, there you are, Tommy. Mwah.
Let me guess, you work in theatre, don't you?
Is it that obvious? What gave it away? Was it the glamour or poise?
It certainly wasn't your inherent sense of humility.
Tell us about yourself, Sonia.
Oh, well, if you must play this game. I am a theatrical agent. I represent the likes of Rudy Beefman, Samuel Coffee Cup, and Jodie Carpetburn, among...
And how's the lockdown affected you, Sonia?
Well, they may have closed the theatres, shut the studios and boarded the cinemas, but they won't get me that easily.
How are you managing without any work?
Due to a savvy clause in all of my artist contracts, I am able to claim my 15% from their unemployment benefit.
Wow, that certainly is sharp.
Standard stuff.
And can I ask, where are you speaking to us from?
Well, I work from home, you know, to keep costs down.
And who's this?
Oh, well, you know, when they gave the order, I was actually mid-meeting with a client, so we've been isolated together.
No fucking way!
What the fucking fuck?
Is that Tommy Harris? I'm a huge fan. Can I just tell you how bloody brilliant you are?
Actually, Jeff, we're about to play. Tommy.
We've got time.
Well, if it's not too bold, I think I am in love with you, Mr. Harris.
No, it's not too bold. That's all right.
I'd love to show you some of my stuff. I've been working on some new shit.
Well, at least you're already aware.
During lockdown, we've been workshopping some of Jeff's ideas for much younger children, haven't we?
People still let you near their children, do they?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. I've been developing some shows for younger children.
Well, we'd love to see it, wouldn't we, Gerbil?
Absolutely dying to.
Right, so, what do kids love?
Timely child support payments from their absent fathers.
Shallow and overproduced musical numbers.
That's right. Animals! So, I'm trying to address the things that kids need to know, but through a medium that they'll understand. Do you understand?
I think yes. I think so, yes.
Jeff's one of my best clients, aren't you?
I am, yeah. So, the first one we've been working on is called The King of the Jungle's Mortgage Repayments. It's about a lion who's having problems with his interest rates.
I see. Does he have a broker?
He does, yes. He's a porcupine. How did you know that?
Well, your work is universal, darling. It speaks to people.
I'm going to say something to you, mate. I think you're onto something here.
Oh, the bear!
Oh, yes, right. This one is much better. So, this one tells the tale of Mr. Bear. Now, Mr. Bear is a very sad bear, because all of the other bears don't think that he'll amount to much, and they tell him that his plays are lazy and derivative.
I think you're onto something there.
Now, Mr. Bear is a tragic figure. Picture this. He's at his lowest ebb. The trees are closing in. He can't even face his salmon, can he? But then he meets someone that will change his life forever.
This is fucking gripping.
That's right. He meets a wise old octopus who takes him under his wing and says, "No, Mr. Bear, don't be sad. You're not like all the other bears. You have this ambition and these dreams."
Such fucking dreams.
I think I love you, Jeff.
And what you need to do, Mr. Bear, says the octopus, probably doing an 8-armed gesture or something.
What you need to do to find happiness in this crazy old forest is you need to set yourself more realistic goals. It's called Mr. Bear Lowers His Expectations.
Wow, you really have taken yourself to new depths. So what do you want children to take away from this?
Oh, fuck shit.
Take away from this. What?
I said a more realistic worldview.
Are you all right, Jamboree?
It's Jeffrey. My name is Jeffrey Donington.
No, stop. How does it end? We need to know how it ends.
Well, all the animals learn a thing or two about inevitable mediocrity.
Yeah, and Mr. Bear settles down near to his parents' cave, stops trying to make his band happen, and he goes into bear telemarketing.
Becomes a bear maths teacher.
Oh, and we end. We end on a big musical number. Oh, there's dancing. It's very repetitive, so it's catchy but not too challenging. Well, if you like, I could go and get my boombox.
Yeah, you know, I might be able to... Hang on, can we get Angie back?
Why not? The more the merrier, as they say at orgies. The more the merrier, as they say at orgies.
Right, I'll just fill then, shall I? Coming up in a moment, it's the world premiere that nobody saw coming.
Lights!
Or wanted. At all. I can only apologise in advance for what we're all about to endure.
You turn this shitting thing up.
Well, there's all sorts of creatures down on Dangly Doodle Farm. Like wise old Mr. Octopus with way too many arms. There's Mr. Pig and Mr. Cow, they're always in good moods. But that's 'cause they don't know they'll soon be sliced up into food. Mr. Bear, what's that over there? That's where your hopes go to turn into despair. Mr. Bear, what's that over there? That's where your dreams go to die. Mr. Raccoon wants to go to the moon. He'll end up as a bus driver soon. Mr. Porcupine thinks he'll read the news at 9. He'll end up as a janitor who stinks of turpentine. Mr. Tiny Mouse thought he'd own a massive house. Ended up in a bedsit where he can't control the louse. Mr. Horse thought he'd go into professional sports. Now he's an alcoholic and he's on his third divorce. Mr. Bear, what's that over there? That's the place your life becomes an endless questionnaire. Mr. Bear, what's that over there? That's where your hopes go to die. Lower your expectations. Maybe you could get a job in telecommunications. No matter how you try, you'll never reach the League of Nations. The best you'll get is middle rank in trading operations. So lower your expectations. You'll never win an Oscar, so there's no congratulations. The future that is coming will not meet specifications, and no amount of visualizations will save you from your own deterioration. Mr. Bear, what's that over there? That's a tramp who thought he'd be a multi-millionaire. Mr. Bear, what's that over there? That's where self-esteem goes to die. Mr. Bear, what's that over there? That's the disappointment that is waiting everywhere. Mr. Bear, what's that over there? That's where your schemes go to die. That's where your dreams go to die. That's where dreams go to die.
Thank you, everyone. What a truly wonderful way to end the show. It's not been easy, but God, you're not listening to me, are you, Alex? Alex? Let me guess, work. Of course. Don't worry, I won't be a distraction for long. I'm going, Alex. I'm taking Susie and we're staying at Chris's for a while. Charlie can stay with you since he's the only one of us you treat with any compassion. I just need to think. I'm sick of Susie and I being last on your list, your last priority. Can you stop thinking about work for 5 fucking seconds? Go on, press that button. Press that button and see what happens. In 3, 2, 1. Of course, you always cared about fucking job more than me. I'm done with you. In fact, I never loved you. You meant nothing to me, just like Susie and I clearly mean nothing to you. And oh yeah, I'm seeing someone else, and we laugh at you. The kids will forget all about you soon enough. The sooner the better. Goodbye, Alex. Alex? Alex?
Alex, wake will... That was weird. I'm just gonna continue now because I'm not sure you wanna see what happened. A rude awakening, day 54. The beating of the heart monitor brings you slowly back to consciousness. Open your eyes, greeted by a semicircle of concerned faces. Your family by your side, a reassuring familiar sight in these surroundings. Blink a few times to clear the sleep in your eyes and bring everyone into focus. You feel a hand on yours, gentle but reassuring. Sam, to review always. The expression of understandably concerned and somehow more affectionate than ever. Chris chimes in but yes, it's fine, we missed the game for nothing. You and Chris still aren't on good terms, and it's hard to miss the tone of disdain is what my is about. She's and squeeze and sounds right. Real lines and sounds for it here. Lord knows you've both got enough to be anxious about without your help bringing down the mix. With final smile at them, you turn to the rest of your family. She's standing next to Sam, less worried now that you're awake and smiling. You can see Sam's worry on your daughter's face. But it's quickly turned to a frown when she knows you're looking at her. I'm glad you're okay, its mother more than said. A grudging acknowledgement that despite your recent differences, she still cares. Thanks. She can't help but smile back at you, rolling her eyes good. Naturally. That is so hard to read. It's good to have you here. Charlie catches your eye and fidgets with the edge of the blanket. Tuck your head and look at him, one-eyed, raised questioningly. As soon as you turn to look at him, you can see Charlie tense up. His concern is clear on his face. So you're definitely good, right? Yes. Of course I am, buddy. There's nothing to worry about. Charlie looks at you and grins. One of those infectious smiles spreads around the room. So it's good to have him in your corner. Your smile faces who knows your mother staring distantly out the window. Despite all your best efforts, she's not doing well lately. Are you okay, Mom? Mother starts her child clear, shocking her out of her reverie. She turns to you and smiles, and you're grateful to see the increasingly rare recognition in her eyes. Yes, dear, of course. How are you feeling? Smile warmly and nod. Before you respond, the doctor busts in and ushers anyone out. She asks you for what it feels like 100th time how you're feeling. Surprisingly well, all things considered. Excellent, there's no sign of any real damage, just a bit of a shock to the old system. Pardon the pun, 6 months. Not to recommend you doing anything like that again, of course. After a couple of days of rest at home, you should be quite a strain. She stops at the door. Oh, in the private room in care, the doctor gestures to your room, which you notice looks very expensive. It's all paid for by Mr. Bozeman. He left us flowers and said not to worry. You take the rest of the week off. We'll see you on Monday, apparently. Seems like the least you could do. A burden to bear? Home from a particularly late shift to find the kitchen lights still on, which isn't normally a good sign. Everyone's usually in bed now. Softly opening the kitchen door, you find Sam sat at the table. With some papers strewn out in front of them, and they look to the second pack of biscuits. They give a quick kiss as you take a seat next to them. Sam frowns and gives just looking at the numbers again. They look towards the pantry like for in your mother's bedroom. Doing our best, but I think Sandra really needs a nurse to look after her now. Suddenly it feels so sorry to see. Fortunately, with the money that's been coming in and what we've been able to save, we got more than enough to keep going. With Susie home to help out, the nurse will only be need to be part-time anyway. Just have money to do. Nothing's having me this difficult in the daily care won't be cheap, but she's your mother. You have to really help me. Of course I'll pay care of mother needs. Sort of done so achieved at least for the moment. You grab the papers and stuff them in their drawer. There's at least not have to worry about it anymore, but so you told Sam. House Dad is still awake, staring at the ceiling, thinking, how long will the money last? Today, 232.
Fired.
What?
You're fired.
What for? Facial sabotage?
Jenny, problem? I want her fired today, now.
Don't worry, Kath, it'll be all right.
No, it won't be all right, Kath. Pack up your weapons of optical destruction and get out.
You realise you're beginning to sound like me?
I mean it, Kath.
Stay where you are, Kath. Jenny?
This is not Jenny's decision, Jeremy, or yours.
It'll be all right. I'll talk to Buxton.
Oh, good. You can tell him I'll return his wife's casserole dish at our dinner next week. Jenny?
I think I might save it because it's getting quite late now for me. Well, not as late as it can be, but like there's some stuff that's need doing tomorrow, and yeah. But it has been fun playing and hopefully entertaining you guys, and I'll see you some other time. Goodbye.